Once upon a time, there was a man named Jack who had a passion for rock climbing. He would spend hours training and practicing to improve his skills and become a better climber. He was always looking for a new challenge and loved pushing himself to the limit. One day, Jack decided to climb a particularly difficult mountain. He had read about it in climbing magazines and knew that it was one of the most challenging climbs in the world. He spent months preparing, studying the route and training his body to handle the extreme conditions. Finally, the day arrived and Jack set out to climb the mountain. He was making good progress until he reached a particularly difficult section. The rock was slick and the wind was howling. Jack was struggling to find a good foothold and he began to panic. He tried to calm himself down, but the fear was overwhelming. Suddenly, his foot slipped and he fell. He tumbled down the mountain, his body slamming into the rocks. When he finally came to a stop, he was badly injured. He had broken bones and cuts all over his body. His climbing gear was destroyed, and he was miles away from help. Jack lay there for hours, feeling sorry for himself. He wondered how he could have been so foolish as to attempt such a dangerous climb. He began to doubt his abilities and his passion for climbing. He was filled with despair. But then, something inside him shifted. He realized that he had a choice. He could either give up and die on the mountain, or he could fight to survive. Jack chose to fight. He dug deep inside himself, tapping into a reserve of mental toughness and resilience that he never knew he had. He set his broken bones, cleaned his wounds, and started the long, painful journey back to civilization. It was a grueling journey, and Jack faced many challenges along the way. He was in constant pain and had to endure extreme weather conditions. But he kept going, one step at a time. Finally, after several days of walking, Jack stumbled upon a group of hikers who were able to call for help. He was rescued and taken to a hospital, where he spent several weeks recovering from his injuries. During that time, Jack realized that the experience had taught him a valuable lesson. He had learned that he was stronger than he ever thought possible. He had built up a mental toughness and resilience that he knew would serve him well in all areas of his life. After he had fully recovered, Jack went back to climbing. He tackled even more difficult mountains and pushed himself to new heights. He became known as one of the toughest and most resilient climbers in the world. Years later, Jack reflected back on that fateful day on the mountain. He realized that it was the failure and the hardship that had shaped him into the person he had become. He knew that without that experience, he would never have achieved the success he had. Jack's story is a testament to the power of resilience and mental toughness. When faced with adversity, we all have a choice. We can either give up or fight to survive. If we choose to fight, we will discover that we are capable of so much more than we ever imagined.